like me, he likes to stand, and we do stand for the prayer, but I didn't say anything. But I know in our hearts, we're worshiping the Lord. It's our spirit of humility that makes the difference. So thank you this morning. Thank you all to also for everybody being with us this morning, because we need one another. As we fellowship together, we're gonna be stronger, and we're gonna grow in the grace of the Lord. So thank you. And we'll just say, everybody welcome. It's good to be here together. And we're gonna grow in the Lord so we can help one another. And as God speaks to us and opens our hearts and minds, we can share the things God gives us, not for just ourselves, but for his people. So we thank you and bless you wherever you're sitting, in your home or right here with us, along the way or whatever. We still praise, thank, and bless you, and welcome to this forum. This morning we're continuing our new lessons, and I've had some little things that have sidetracked me a little bit. Now I'm sorry to say that, but it's never happened to me before. But I left my materials home, and so I know that the Lord is still with us, and God will present a program to us this morning. But I did want to extend our lessons a little bit further than what we'd already gone, because it seems like whenever we start the lesson, there's so many things left to be said that are not said. And as I was thinking about our lesson, we were thinking about giving God the praise, and we think about our first lesson. That there was a few things that we left uncovered, and God with us even in the hard time. And I was thinking about the fact that that Paul tells the church to rejoice always in the Lord. He said, in all things, rejoice always, I say, in the Lord. But before that, he says, continue to pray or whatever. And I was thinking about the fact, how hard it is when things go wrong, or don't be like we want them, or they don't seem to favor us. It's not easy to praise the Lord, and we don't show that joy. But Paul is not saying in every circumstance, that no matter what the condition is, that you act like the situation is not there. He said in all things. So he's not saying that you thank God for the circumstance. You just use that to God's glory, and you thank Him because you still got something to thank the Lord for. It's hard sometimes to think about the fact you got something to thank God for. This I want to just give you I want to give you an idea of what I'm saying. We're gonna go to the lesson so that we're gonna sing. Pastor's not here yet though, but anyway, we're gonna some things that I want to just mention. Somebody might have had an experience such as mine. This morning I looked around in the kitchen. I had gotten Kenny up so he could get ready for church, and pretty soon I saw Kenny in the kitchen. He had part of his things on. And I said, Kenny, I said, why are you like that? Because he usually dresses, then he does the other thing he had to do. And he said, Grandmama, all the lights out back there. And I was saying, like, now if the lights out, I got to tend to that, because I knew that the refrigerator and the freezer and everything was electric, and that had to be tended to. And I was kind of distressed. I said, well, the devil tried to cut me off everywhere I go. So I went down the hall, and when I got down the hall, the Spirit said, go open the refrigerator. So I went and I opened the refrigerator, and the refrigerator was on. And I said, okay, well, I don't have to tend to this today. I can wait. I don't have to have it done on the Sabbath. I don't have to stay here and call the electrician this morning. I said, because God has already given me away. All I got to do is just leave this alone, and then go ahead to let the Lord bless me. And I thought about the fact that a lot of times when things don't go like we go, you might say, I'm going to cook biscuits. Crying about that, and we don't give God the praise we ought to. But I do praise and thank God there's a way to escape, and I know that we can think on that. For just a moment, I want somebody to tell me, God bless you, go ahead.